Up, everybody. Give it up, y'all.
Hello, thank you for coming. I'm Jennifer. Maria. Meg.
And Duke.
All right, you already sound like a great audience, but we're going to warm you up just a little bit. So on the count of three, because we're going to ask you for suggestions in just a moment. So on the count of three, if you could all shout out your middle name. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Well done. That was great. How about, and one other one, let's all, we held at the moon last week. I enjoyed that very much. I was in the audience. So let's do that one more time. How about the moon? I think they're ready. All right, so Duke is going to introduce our first game.
Well, seeing as how it's CSI, we thought we'd start off with a little murder mystery. And for this one, we're going to have all the rest of the team here step back into a soundproof booth. They're going to turn their little mics off. They're going to plug up their little ears, and they're going to hum a little tune for themselves so they can't hear a thing we're saying. And I'm going to get 3 suggestions from you. I'm going to need an occupation, a location, and a murder weapon. It'd be really good if the murder weapon was not an actual weapon, but something that you wouldn't expect to use as a murder weapon. In fact, let's not have any of the suggestions really relate to each other too much, make it harder for them to guess what's going on. So, let's see, how about an occupation or a profession?
Veterinarian. Lawyer.
Dentist.
A urologist.
Ballerina.
I heard right from up front here, an astronaut. Astronaut will be our profession. How about a location from somewhere back there?
Cleveland. Miami.
Brazil.
I got planetarium over here. Is that right? Planetarium. We have an astronaut. Is that right? Astronaut at planetarium. And then for the murder weapon.
Banana.
Popcorn.
Chinese food sounds diabolical. All right, astronaut, planetarium, and Chinese food. Let's bring out our first victim. Sing blanc?
Oh, Sing blanc.
Sing blanc, what do we got? Hold on, let's like, see what's up. Ça?
Da.
Hey, somebody got any? Huh?
Oh, it's going to hop.
1到3，我是干嘛？多水，好，好，一，
Oh, no.
All right, 3 dead. Let's see if we can figure out what we got here. Would you tell us what the occupation is?
An astronaut.
An astronaut? That's pretty amazing. And how about the location?
A
This
pirate
one's
ship.
easier.
A pirate
A
ship.
pirate ship. Of course, yeah, right. And then how about our murder weapon?
A jar of cold cream.
Wow! Well, mostly wrong. How about you? What we got over here?
Yes, I got
What's your
astronaut.
occupation?
Astronaut.
An astronaut? Okay,
Yes.
we got consensus on that. What about the location?
An observatory, I thought.
Okay, all right. And the murder weapon?
I thought it was a cask of wine.
A cask of wine. How interesting. Mostly wrong. And over here?
An astronaut.
An astronaut. We got astronauts. The location?
An observatory.
A planetarium. That's almost an observatory.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and what about the murder weapon?
Chopsticks.
We're really close. And it was actually Chinese food. Not bad, considering.
All right, for our next bit, may we have a location, please?
Hollywood.
Post office.
I'll take post office. Thank you.
Would you like any stamps with that? I know you're picking up things, beautiful cards and stuff. Do
You
want
have
any?
such a lovely display here in the post office, Mrs. Henderson. You've been such a good postmistress for so many years.
Would you like any stamps with that?
I love coming here and having these little chats that we have, Mrs. Henderson. I feel like I can ask you for anything.
Anything. You know, I've been coming here with you, what, 20 years?
Would you like any stamps?
Stamps with that?
I would like some stamps. I have all the stamps you got.
Wait. This is a moment. You're actually having stamps?
You're actually buying stamps today,
Yes, Mrs.
Charlene.
Henderson. Yes,
Well then,
and I have nothing poisonous, toxic, liquid, or explosive in this package.
that's quite a package you've got there, Charlene.
I wrapped it myself.
I'm having a moment because I'm not sure.
You can't find stamps?
Oh, what is this I hear about Mr. and Mrs. Anderson?
Charlene wants to
I-
buy some
I wanted some
stamps today.
stamps.
Stamps.
What do you mean? You want to buy stamps, Charlene? You haven't bought stamps in the 45 years you've been coming here.
That's what I was going to say.
I thought I should stretch myself.
Well, you gotta stretch yourself sure, but when you're like the big boss like me, you gotta take care of your workers. Mrs. Henderson here
And
can't handle this.
This line is moving really slowly.
Do you want stamps? Which one?
Yeah, you gotta make your decision real quick,
I would like.
Don't tax Mrs. Henderson too much. Let her get the stamps.
Do you have any Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe! I have to go check in the back. I'll be right
Can
back.
we move this line,
I
please?
have postal trauma stress disorder is what I have.
I really want some Marilyn Monroe.
You're
It would just go so well on my package.
What is in that?
Well, there's not anything bad.
I said there was nothing flammable, liquid, or...
Can we get going on this line?
Oh my gosh, it is getting quite a line. I just wanted to have an excuse to be alone with you, Mrs. Henderson, after all these 20 years. I'm coming every day.
I have a thing for
I
you.
have to say, I just interrupt here. Mrs. Henderson's quite a catch, but I've actually been watching you, Mrs. Charlene, there, and I think...
Well, she disappeared. She just went away.
Actually, I'm right here.
I'm so
Sorry.
sorry.
Is this why I never want to move?
You can't have a break right now.
You need time with Charlene there, George. I thought Charlene came to talk to me, and she's going to talk to you after all. 45 years worth of coffee.
I'd like a threesome if it would be possible.
This is a suspicious package.
Oh my God.
Put that in the lockup.
I'm gonna use my training in this specific case for just this situation.
Can we please move the line along?
Everybody stand back.
Stand back. Here I go.
You can go next.
Mrs. Henderson, I want to mail this package of TNT.
Oh, all right. I have just the postage for that.
All right.
This is totally defused now, by the way.
Mrs. Henderson, that's quite an outstanding job you've done defusing that package, I must say.
Thank you. It was my dear departed husband taught me all about defusing bombs before
A bomb?
Yeah, there was one.
Well, it's been taken care of, I'm quite certain.
Oh, thank you, George, for your support during this very difficult
Now
and
about that
stressful
threesome
time.
that Shirley mentioned.
Let's make it 4.
Thank you. I think that's our time. Thank you.